Hey all, just finished showering in my specially adapted chair for showering. It's a shower chair where I'm kinda able to lay down, uh, wearing a neck brace, but no glasses. I have my contacts in now because even my glasses hurt. The neck brace is necessary because of dystonia. Um, it's an ongoing struggle to keep my head straight. As soon as I'm a bit more straight up than my normal position in bed. I even use a different kind of towel. Not the usual bath towel, because those are too painful on my skin. These are just cotton, and here in Holland they are always used for babies. Luckily I found some big ones, so I'm even though print or design may not always be adult proof, this pink one is. It's white polka dots, but I also have a blue one with clouds and rain and the occasional star, and it does kind of represent my mood after showering. Showering is so enormously painful that even though I shower 6 times a week, in a way I would want to shower just once a month, but that's no possibility. Part 1 for today, November 2nd, and we'll joining you soon again. Bye. A short update. After I got out of the shower, my CRPS-related dystonia attacks began, and with a vengeance. So I slept the entire afternoon. It's now mid-evening, and almost time to get ready for the night. My body hurts like hell. Every muscle spasm, which has been caused by sound, feels like my muscles are being torn, shredded even. My bones are splintering, and the medicine I need to take to counterattack like that, which is in this bottle. I'm not gonna call the name right now. Burns through my nasal cavity in a way that I'm almost sounding like I'm having a really large cold, but it's just mucus buildup because this stuff is burning away a layer of mucus in inside my nasal cavity. Every time I have taken lorazepam in hopes to relax my body a bit more. So the primary dystonia couldn't fight me. Unfortunately, it didn't help. My legs are curled, so still cramps in my legs, which means my bones are splintering, my muscles are shredding, and I'm in high need of taking some rescue meds, painkillers, and for that I need to take oxycodone. It's addictive, it's dangerous. Most Americans, at least, will say. But with CRPS, the addictive component is taken away. We don't know how yet. We just know it is. We don't take painkillers for fun. Trust me. If I can delay taking a fast-acting oxycodone, I will. Just like with the lorazepam and any other kind of aid I have to relieve my body. After my care has been here for the last time this evening, I'll check in once more and upload. I hope, truly hope, November can make our lives easier. Because, our lives ain't easy. You can only see the pillow under my head, but there's even a pillow underneath that. I'm gonna take my camera phone. There is a lot of pillows on that side, and there is a lot of pillows on this side as well, as are there pillows invisible right now because they are under the blankets and beneath my legs. I even have a special mattress which is normally only used in ICU situations. Because it's the only mattress I can still lie on. And if you're bedridden, lying down is important. Next part, I will have my glasses on again. I always dread that moment because as soon as the contacts come out and the glasses come on, the pain increases even more. But it also means it's time to get some sleep. But at around 1:30 a.m. I still need to wake up and take more medications just to get through the night until 7, when my care comes again to wake me up. Speak to you soon. Bye. Hi, me again for the last time this evening, this day, the 2nd of November. I wanted to show some of the medications I take every night before it's bedtime or at bedtime. I start with a tablet that dissolves in water. It helps release mucus. I don't know the English name of it, I'm sorry. The Dutch name is acetylcysteine, so might probably be quite the same in English. Then there is a nasal spray to protect the mucus layer in my nasal cavity. In Dutch it's called fluticasone propionate. Flixonase as a brand name, but I truly don't know if that's the same in English. Then we have an aerosol spray because my lungs have problem to expand completely. And the dystonia has wreaked some havoc on my back. So the curvature of my spine goes both this way and in a very hollow kyphosis way, which makes less room for my lungs, and it is really necessary for me to take this aerosol to prevent infections happening, and if an infection might be coming, I am allowed to double the dose on my own. In hopes the infection won't go truly into my lungs. Then we have some 3 tablets that help my bowel movement. Um, they are also used in some cases. It's a form of magnesium as an antacid, but in the kind of amounts I'm taking it, it's a laxative, so it helps me. I also need high doses of vitamin C. Usually I take only one a day in the morning, but when I have flared recently or am in a flare, I go to 3 times a day. This is all on advice and in negotiating with my doctor about how to treat my own body when in a flare, and so I don't need to call him right away. I also have started taking a PEA. It can help with the autoimmune inflammations that CRPS causes. So I'm not yet a month in the process of using these, so I'm not sure if they help, and I'm giving them a total of 4 months. I initially thought about 2 months, but my mother convinced me to go for 4 months. Also, my doctor knows about these and has the same hope as me that it helps. And then I take some tablets with ginkgo biloba. It works as a blood thinner, and since I was just recently in a flare, I take maximum dose of 2 tablets 3 times a day. Usually I am on 1 to 3 tablets a day when there is no flare going on. Blood flow, especially to my legs, is very, very bad. So together with physical therapy, I need to do everything I can to keep my blood going. Next one is a anti-conceptive birth control pill. We found that changing of hormones through my menstrual cycle, was affecting my CRPS and my dystonia and the EDS. But at first the CRPS, and so my specialist pain carer and I decided to take the lowest possible form of birth control, lowest amount of hormones, every day for the rest of my life until I go into menopause and don't need them anymore. Then I also have a tablet of baclofen. I need those to keep my dystonia spasms under control. not just the primary spasms and cramps, but also secondary spasms and cramps. And then, as a final dessert in the evening, there is gabapentin. I take 600 milligrams 3 times a day. I'm correct. I'm taking 1200 milligrams 6 days, 6 times a day, maximum dose here in Holland. And when I have my next appointment with my pain specialist, I'm going to negotiate going over to Lyrica again, because I have been on this amount of gabapentin already way too long, and it makes it impossible for my body to let it work properly again. At night time, I also have to take some tablets, or 1 tablet. My Nasal, it's a sleeping pill, but in my case it is to reduce the muscles strength all over, so not to sleep. I take them 4 times a day, but just to lower the muscle contractions all through the day, and it helps most of the time. At night I also take a form of ketamine. I know that is well known in the US. It are the vials that are used for injections, infusions, whatever, but I take them by mouth. It helps. It is 5 times a day, so quite hard to divide properly over the day, but I think I found a way that manages it for me for now. As you can see, my glasses are on. I have my medications ready to take, and that also means I'm gonna take out the clamp that holds my hair. An entire day of loose hanging hair hurts too much. In night I can't handle it, so at night the clamp goes out, and in the daytime, especially when wearing my neck brace, my hair goes up and is locked inside a clamp, hair clamp. I roll it up, not too tight, but just tight enough so I can clamp it without it hurting my scalp. because even though this side is less painful as this side, it still is painful. And I want to make sure I don't get any more pain just because I want to wear my hair up, or I need to wear my hair up. As you can see, I'm also stripped of my shirt I wore earlier. It is a really soft type of shirt. I have loads of them, and every now and then they go bad, and then I'm gonna throw them out and buy some new ones. They're the cheap versions, but they work for me, and that way I can wear some long sleeves in bed without crinkles underneath my back, but just being dressed partially, at least for the day. Day 2 has become a long vlog. Just this part is already around 15 minutes, so I'm gonna call it a day, and I'll see you again on the 3rd of November. Good night, sleep well for everyone who can, and tomorrow there will be even more explanation, and we'll see what happens. Surprise, surprise. Goodbye, and all my love to all CRPS patients in the world. You are in my thoughts and in my prayers. Bye.